at Laker
The Mexican
parades,
flags
the
and just
Mexican
like.
flags coming out, and it's like,
I mean,
name
it's.
me one fucking Mexican Laker in history.
You're right.
You don't know you can't understand the correlation.
Yeah, it's the Lakers, not the Laguneros. Fucking idiots.
Here you go with your Spanglish.
All right,
again.
so I think we need to just go ahead and get right to it and talk about the douche of the week. And I think I have an honorary mention. So go ahead. Twig has the floor. He's got the douche of the week.
The douche of the week. One of our closest friends. The douche of the week.
You know who you are.
Is someone who avoids their parents. Not having been molested, not having been beaten, not having been abused. Who avoids their parents at all costs, including at their daughter's birthday party. The insecurity of not even wanting to be in the same room as somebody. Just complete fear. And the douches of the week is the wife who throws the birthday party at a house where there's 4 flights of stairs.
Wait, the birthday party's for a
1-year-old.
1-year-old.
Throws the 1-year-old birthday party at a house with 4 sets of stairs made out of stone tile.
No baby gates, right?
No baby gates. No child entertainment because the 1-year-old birthday party is being held at a house of porn.
The house that porn built.
I'm lost. It's Monday and I'm lost.
Yeah, Twig went to the birthday party for one of our buddies. And she,
porn.
you know, it was our buddy's 1-year-old daughter's birthday. And it was held at a venue, I guess, inappropriate for a party of that nature.
Yeah.
If it was a Super Bowl party, fucking awesome, right?
Perfect, yeah.
Why? What do you mean? Like there's posters hanging up? Or
No, I mean...
Illustrate.
It's a rich adult house.
It's no child-proofing.
Okay.
Oh,
there's no backyard.
I'm starting to
Right?
see.
These people don't have toys. They don't have
Right.
child entertainment.
Big doors, big glass windows. Like it's just not a
Just
kid.
a big cold house, right?
Yeah, not kid friendly. Fuck, you mean like if this kid falls down and cracks his head on marble, like that kind of shit?
Which would be fine,
Possibility.
right? If the house was like that kind of house, but if they had a backyard to where a pool was there or
a swinging tire,
grass, anything, right?
Anything. Okay, this is a house down by the beach. There's no front yard. There's no backyard. There is a front patio, again made of stone,
right?
Tile work
and brick and shit.
The backyard consists of a driveway. That's
What was, you think, the motivation to have the party at that house, though?
The motivation for the party at this house was mommy's a designer and mommy designed it.
Ah, yeah. There's just a little showboating going on, but no
client grubbing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, I heard the catered food was, salmon and asparagus and a pasta salad with like a fruit salsa.
Perfect for
kids. Were there kids at this party?
Where's the chicken tenders? Where's the corn dogs?
Well, that's what they had for the kids.
Okay.
They had frozen chicken nuggets and frozen French fries with a private chef there.
Fuck that. He couldn't whip something up.
Private chef.
Some gourmet hot dogs.
That's not a chef. That's a cook.
The only entertainment for kids there was they had a Galaga arcade game. But this is a 1-year-old's birthday party.
You had to pay.
You had to bring a roll of quarters.
Yeah. I mean, hands down, the worst birthday party for any age that I have ever been to. Hands down.
All right, now.
I was bored as an adult at this party.
Now I'm going to bring it back to me. Because, I'm horrible at that.
Yeah.
How was our little Super Bowl shindig compared to the Super Bowl or to the birthday party?
I would have rather showed up for 5 minutes at the Super Bowl party and smelled the food and watched the national anthem and then had to leave than to be at this birthday
Thank you.
party for
Wow,
any
that's
extended
painful?
amount of time.
Dude, that sounds like they really fucking. What's the word I'm looking for?
They might as
talked about
well
this before.
They might as well have had old splintered wooden spoons to hand out to every adult and told them to turn to the person next to them and shove that wooden spoon up the next person's ass.
Right.
I think Super Bowl parties are
Getting
easy
impaled
because there's a
at
game
a
going
kid's
on,
birthday
and that's
party.
what people are focusing on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the party went by really fast for me.
Yeah.
It went by quick because we started watching the game. I cooked. I start cooking hours before.
Yeah.
So I just was constantly for the first, I don't know, quarter, maybe half.
First
Well, that's-
quarter.
Up and getting food ready,
Yeah.
asking the guys if they want food, drink, anything. And then halftime came. We're like, fuck it, let's play poker.
Yeah.
We played poker, went back and watched the game.
That's
The
sadly
wonders
the
of a DVR.
That's sadly the law of time, man. Like, you're having a good time and it just flies by. Whereas if, you're sitting and doing something you really don't want, you don't want to be looking at clocks because fucking clocks don't move. Or
Yeah.
And this goes to show you that I was talking to Twig about this, I was comparing having a party at this beautiful house and having to be a shitty party, even though the venue is amazing,
right.
as a cook, being able to cook with a pot and a wooden spoon on a campfire and make an amazing meal, as opposed to the marble kitchen, the Viking stove range, the wood-fired oven, all the gadgets and gizmos you can think of, and this motherfucker still can't cook macaroni and cheese right. You know, so
Well-
fuck. It's not about the toys and,
Right.
and the gadgets. It's about the soul and the people, because that's what it's all about, right? The only reason we had a great time had nothing to do with the food, had nothing to do with the game, is because we all brought something to the table.
Yeah.
I made sure these guys were fucking happy.
Yeah.
Let me feed you, dickheads. Let's play poker. Let's entertain. Twig came over. There was music going on. I was cooking. We were hanging out. It's about people, right?
all
You
about-
have a party for the people. You don't
about
have a party. I don't have a
chilling.
party for myself.
No.
Like I said, I
Aw,
barely
man.
sat down for 3 or 4 hours. But once I sat down, let's have a good time. It was great times.
And that's the other thing about this party that I went to on Saturday is
I'm the host.
I didn't even get greeted by the host, much less introduced to anybody else who was there.
Are you fucking kidding?
No.
There was like invisible walls between everybody then. I mean,
Pretty
that's
much.
fucking stupid.
It was really ridiculous and really horribly done, as far as the entertainment. There was nothing. There was nothing for the kids. My other buddy was at this birthday party, and he said, the food was served. They only made one tray of food. And, like I said, it was salmon, pasta salad, fruit, salsa with like cucumbers and melon and whatever.
That doesn't sound like a
Food.
chef. That
Food,
doesn't
food,
sound like a
food.
chef.
But the other thing is it's like they barely had enough birthday cake for the kids.
Were they on a diet?
And the mother-in-law
Personality diet.
of this woman who threw this party
Soul diet.
was like, "Where's my piece of cake?
It's the last
Where's
thing she
my
needs.
piece of cake?" Yeah.
She
And
had
I
a
mean,
like robotic voice like that and everything. Like she's
No, she is
smoked for
just-
50
She had a
years.
tracheotomy.
That's what I was going to say. Like she's been smoking for
She
50
had a
years.
voice box.
She is the way I describe this party in a nutshell is 1/3 of the people were running from the mother-in-law because the mother-in-law is just heinous.
Come back here.
Oh,
1/3 of the
gosh.
people were running after their kids to make sure they didn't go down the stairs or fall and crack their head on something.
Right.
And the other third of the party was looking for the husband because he just fucking disappeared. They have a movie room on the bottom floor, which, don't get me wrong, I mean, the theater room was amazing. But he's sitting there in the corner with the lights out watching a movie for this whole party. I was like, really?
Wait till later to do that? I mean, there's like...
Really?
Mm.
Why did you even come? You
Right.
know? If you didn't want to see your mother, you
Shouldn't have
could've-
invited her, first of all.
Well, that's not up to him because his wife is running the party.
Yeah.
But I would have showed up there. The first one of my buddies that got there, I would have been like, yo, let's go get some drinks down at the beach and we'll come back when the party's wrapping up.
Yeah,